We are ready for the Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. Drehzahl hoch und ab geht's. Attacke. Dramatic start.
Das ist doch Autorennen.
So much action.
Das ist doch geil, oder?
Absolutely glued together. Three abreast.
Das ist ganz hohe Fahrkunst.
Round the outside and he spins. Yesterday, Harry King started his 2023 campaign in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany in perfect style. He earned a pole position in the number 19 Allied Porsche, and he went on to win on his debut in the series. But today, there are two GP elite cars in front of him. He starts third on the grid. It's Larry Tenforder, who starts on pole position with Loke Hartog, his teammate, alongside. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Spa-Francorchamps. Conditions are very different to yesterday. When we arrived at the circuit this morning, you could not see anything. It was thick fog. Well, good news is the fog has cleared. Bad news is it's been replaced by rain. Wet tyres are the order of the day as the cars start their formation lap here at Spa-Francorchamps, the second race of a 16-race season. This wonderful circuit, historic circuit in the Ardennes region of eastern Belgium, we welcome you here. It's going to be a dramatic day. The circuit is 7.004 kilometers around, equates to about 4.352 miles. 19 turns, 10 to the left and 9 to the right. Lots of elevation change. About 102.2 meters. That's higher than Big Ben if you want something to compare it with. And as you can see, conditions are misty, they are murky. This series is so competitive, and it is these conditions that will test the drivers. You can see the grid there, Tenforder and Hartog, King and Harry Jones. How impressive is he? And all Harry row 2, Maurice Schuring and Theo Overhaus on row 3. Leon Köhler welcoming him back with Alex Tauscher alongside on row 4. Bastian Buus, problems in qualifying. See him back alongside teammate Vincent Andronaco on row 5. Janis Stiak and Ariel Levy are ahead of Sebastian Freeman and Alex Fack, with Luca Rettenbacher also there and Jan Savert alongside him. You can see the rest of the grid just scrolling through on your screens. It is a star-studded grid of cars. There are superstars up and down the pack. Some are a little bit out of position as a result of slippery conditions in qualifying yesterday morning. So we expect lots of action. It really is shaping up to be one of the most competitive and thrilling seasons in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany history. And that's going some after last year. It is Larry Tenforder who leads the way on this formation lap. He is the most successful driver in the history of Porsche Carrera Cup Germany, and he is looking for his third title in this championship. And he has been looking red hot all weekend. He finished second yesterday with Loke Hartog, his teammate, finishing third. Yesterday, fourth across the line was Maurice Schuring, but the FAC Autotech cars all failed scrutineering at the end of the race. A technical infringement involving the front bumper has meant that all three of the FAC Autotech cars have been removed from the result, which is very bad news for them, but good news for Bastian Buus after a poor qualifying where he damaged the splitter in his car and started a lot further back than he had originally planned. He has elevated up to fourth place. Vincent Andronaco, how impressive was he yesterday, up into fifth place. And then in sixth place, Harry Jones. Now keep an eye on Harry Jones, the Australian driver who joins Carrera Cup grid this year, has not raced in Europe before ever. So this circuit is new to him, has not raced against any of these drivers. He turned up yesterday, well, he's turned up at the beginning of the week. Yesterday, he raced to sixth place. Today, he starts from fourth on the grid, and we will be watching him with great interest. He was very impressive yesterday. He is just one of many, many superstars in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany this year. So many new young chargers coming in from other series. And of course, the talent pool drivers, there's 8 of them. They have some great mentoring and great tutoring. They are all there. Every single one of them are there on merit. Superstar drivers scattered throughout this field. So you've had a little look at the circuit. You can see how slippery conditions are. The remaining cars now coming round onto the grid. We have been informed that there won't be any extra formation laps and it will be a standing start, so no rolling start, which is good news because we do enjoy a standing start, but it is controversial and it's difficult as they head towards La Source, the hairpin directly in front of them. That is the scene of many controversies over the year. The first challenge will be to get around that corner without incident. So now the cars are all formed on the grid. The windscreen wipers are running, their headlights are on. This is race 2 of the season for Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. And we are go. A great start from Larry Tenforder. And he moves across to the inside line into La Source, but Luke Hartog around the outside. Luke Hartog trying to make a move on Larry Tenforder. He does it. It's Hartog who takes the lead, jumping his teammate into La Source. Now up to the challenging Eau Rouge and up to Radion. All the courage is going to be needed as they head along here. Here's Harry King. We said Harry Jones might be good. He makes contact. King and Jones bouncing off each other. They both survive. And Harry Jones, he goes wide, but he's up into 3rd place. Harry King down into 4th. But now Harry Jones lining up Larry Tenforder. Look at the lead that Luke Hartog has already. Heading into the end of the first set of straights and corners, it's Luke Hartog who leads the way. Larry Tenforder in 2nd place. The rest of the cars come through, tiptoeing through in the slippery conditions. It looks like they've all made it around the first few corners, but Luke Hartog stamping his authority on this race. And now the challenge for 3rd place. Harry King on the inside of Harry Jones. It's Harry versus Harry. Even yesterday's winner through into 3rd place. It's Jones who goes wide, and it allows Maurice Schöring through to take a position away as well. Now Leon Köhler, driver who had a bad day yesterday, looking to make up for it. He's coming through as well. We welcome Leon Köhler back to Carrera Cup Germany this year. And look behind him, Bastian Boost, the man that you discount at your peril, the Flying Duck, now lining up Leon Köhler for position as well. So there's your leader, Luke Hartog, ahead of Larry Tenforder. Harry King back into that 3rd place. The Allied racing car looking very strong. Maurice Schöring in 4th. Harry Jones, after that little moment going wide, will be looking to make amends. But he has been very, very quick now. Bastian Boost, Leon Köhler running side by side. And it's Bastian Boost who has the advantage on the inside line, stealing that position away from Leon Köhler. Bastian Boost looking to move forwards. The driver who was expecting to start further up the grid for the first couple of races of this season, but that poor qualifying session put him a long way back, and he's having to make hay while the sun shines. Well, there's not much sun shining here, is there? The spray and the rain. It's a very poor visibility here for Porsche Carrera Cup Germany, but the drivers tiptoeing their way around the first lap and through into La Source, into the hairpin, should I say, and then towards La Source. Past the original grid is Luke Hartog who leads the way. Larry Tenforder almost 2 seconds behind. That's a massive lead for Luke Hartog after just 1 lap. Still challenging for position further back. Leon Köhler taking a wider line into La Source and out on to Eau Rouge and up towards Radion. It takes an awful lot of courage to keep the foot buried on the accelerator as they head up that steep hill. And even in the dry conditions, it's not for the faint-hearted. In the wet, these drivers are giving it all that they've got now. Bastian Boost lining up Harry Jones alongside. He goes down the Kemmel straight towards the com. It'll be under braking on the outside line. Harry Jones has the line. He moves across just to block Bastian Boost slightly. Leon Köhler ready to jump in if these 2 drivers get together. But again, Bastian Boost, he knows he needs to make progress early on in this race. Still challenging Harry Jones. But Jones has that position. Now Bastian Boost looks again to the inside. Harry Jones looking to be driving fairly defensively. Leon Köhler of the 3, probably looking the quickest, eager to get past. Behind Köhler, Theo Overhaus, another of the new up-and-coming stars in GT racing. He's joined the Porsche Carrera Cup Germany Series this year, and he's at the back of that pack, also rushing to get involved. So Harry Jones leading that 1, 2, 3, 4, but looking vulnerable. Harry Jones in 5th place. Up ahead, the leaders stretching their legs a bit. Harry King has Maurice Scheuring for company. Maurice Scheuring looking to make up for yesterday's disappointments. He sees a gap on the inside, but Harry King has that faster line around the corner. Again, big gap on the inside, but Harry King has that quicker line. And there is Harry Jones, the other of the Harrys, with Bastian Boos. Allied racing cars are everywhere. Bastian Boos looking to the inside as well. Leon Köhler, Theo Overhaus now getting involved to the inside of Leon Köhler. Bastian Boos and Harry Jones. And it's Bastian Boos who looks like he's got that position, but Harry Jones is fighting back. They run side by side. Theo Overhaus and Leon Köhler also running side by side. The 4 cars running side by side with each other, going very wide out of the corner. It's Theo Overhaus who makes the move past Leon Köhler, and it is Bastian Boos who makes the move past Harry Jones. Brilliant racing here from Porsche Carrera Cup Germany in the rain at Spa-Francorchamps. Now Leon Köhler also getting involved. Harry Jones finding himself relegated positions, but Theo Overhaus has got past and is moving forward. So keep an eye on Overhaus. Wow, big battles up and down the field here. Great racing. So we look down at the pack as they head out once again towards Eau Rouge. Here's Harry King, this time with Maurice Scheuring once again challenging him for that last of the podium positions. And again, up the hill they come. The cars snaking as they come up over the blind crest, but the driver's just keeping the foot buried on it, taking all of the courage with poor visibility, and the cars slipping around underneath them. You can see them coming through the mist and the fog as they head towards Les Combes. Now Leon Köhler challenging Harry Jones. Harry Jones, it is a baptism of fire here in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. Learning the ropes and doing it the hard way. He has been absolutely spectacular, but maybe the experience of Leon Köhler is going to prove just a little bit too much. Almost a little push into the downhill section and into the corner, and it's Köhler who muscles his way through, but Harry Jones, the Australian, not giving in. He fights back. Harry Jones still holding off Leon Köhler for that position. Now Köhler once again using all of his knowledge of the track to try and get past. There's Alex Tauscher, Ariel Levy and Vincent Andronacco, 3 drivers who are spectacular, running together on the track. They run wide. Leon Köhler taking a very wide line out of the corner, and the stewards may well be looking at that because track limits are an issue here at Spa-Francorchamps. Now Harry King with Maurice Scheuring. Scheuring, who started on the front row yesterday and then went out wide and dropped back through the pack. Then, of course, had that disqualification. Looking to pick up some valuable points. He needs those points. Harry King very much playing the long game here at Spa-Francorchamps. He needs just consistent finishes. Very dominant yesterday. He used his experience from racing in the Middle East in Porsche over the winter to learn about tyre management. And he managed to stretch his legs. He looked after those tyres, putting that experience to good use. But of course, hot tyres not necessarily the issue here in the pouring rain at Spa. And Harry King on the wet tyres now, having to drive defensively from Maurice Scheuring. There's Luke Hartog leading the way from Larry Tenforder. 2.258 seconds was the interval last time they crossed the line. And Larry Tenforder can see his teammate up ahead, not looking to close the gap at the moment. Our focus still on Harry Jones in the number 12 car, doing a great job. He's down in 7th place. Leon Köhler in 8th, still fighting for that position. Here's Harry King once again. Maurice Scheuring behind. The drivers now settling down into single file. Alex Tauscher in there as well as Huub van Eindhoven. Didn't have a great day yesterday. He's got Vincent Andronacco behind him. Here's our race leader, Luke Hartog, ahead of Larry Tenforder. Made that move at the start of the race, worked his way past the 2-times champion. Luke Hartog looking for his first ever win in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. The move to GP Elite has been a massive shot in the arm. You saw there Vincent Andronaco and Sebastian Framer. So Sebastian Framer for Team Huber Racing, Christoph Huber's team, and Sebastian Framer pushing forwards and challenging Vincent Andronaco in the number 6 Allied Racing car. So our focus once again in the fight for the last of the podium positions. Harry King with Maurice Schöring, and then it's Bastian Boos and Theo Overhaus. Both of these drivers do not know anything about backing off. All they know is flat out Maurice Schöring looking to the inside of Harry King. The young Chargers running together here in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. And Harry King still holding on to that 3rd place. If you're new to Porsche Carrera Cup racing, it is a sprint race, half an hour of racing plus 1 lap. We have 10 minutes that have gone, no pit stops of course in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. There are 20 minutes remaining. Luke Hartog with a 2.1 second lead ahead of Larry Tenforda, and then it's Harry King, Maurice Schöring, and then this battle here, Bastian Boos in 5th place, Theo Overhaus. He's made his debut in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany this weekend here in Spa-Francorchamps. He has impressed no end. He did a race in DTM last year, and in DTM Trophy has been very impressive, and we expected him to be making the headlines here. Bastian Boos was not expecting him to be challenging him this hard, I don't think. They head up towards La Source once again. That 5th place very much being challenged. The first 2, the GP Elite cars, having broken away from Harry King in 3rd place, and Maurice Schöring pretty well pushing him around La Source, but still Harry King just holding on to that position. Out of the gloom we come once again. Harry King in 3rd place. Maurice Schöring across the rumble strip. You can hear the vibration as they go across the strips there. A driving standards warning has been given to Leon Köhler in 9th place for exceeding track limits. So the steward's keeping an eye on Köhler. If he does that too many more times, he may see a penalty. Harry King looking so much under pressure yesterday. He led from the front, he opened up a gap and nobody could get anywhere near him. Today, in the wet conditions, it's looking like an altogether more challenging experience. And there is a car going straight on that. Maybe Ghislain Cordeil, that's Luca Rettenbacher, also running wide. The conditions getting the best of some of these drivers. The 27 car, Ghislain Cordeil, going wide and dropping back slightly. And now Alex Fack moves to the inside. And Luca Rettenbacher, Sebastian Framer, all running together there. And behind them, Janis Stiak, the youngest driver ever. And it looks like Ghislain Cordeil, well, he's backed off. And I expect that'll be to avoid any kind of penalty, because he had cut across the runoff area and he needed to give those places back. Harry King still in that 3rd place, still under pressure from Maurice Schöring. And now Schöring looking to the outside, looking eager. Now he has the inside line. The 2 cars running side by side. This is for 3rd place, Harry King. The back end steps out. He holds it all together. He keeps the power on. He's still in that 3rd place, but how much longer can he hold it? Schöring to the inside. And now Schöring has the racing line, but still Harry King comes back around the outside. The 2 cars very nearly making contact. But still, Harry King using all of his skill to hold off the mighty Maurice Schöring. Schöring, who has been towards the top of the timing sheets in every session this weekend, looking mighty as he's moved across to FAC Autotech. And that car very rapid. Harry King, though, still holding on to that 3rd place. Behind him, Bastian Boos and Theo Overhaus. These 4 cars battling race long. And there's Harry Jones and Alex Tauscher, the number 12 of Harry Jones in 7th place, Alex Tauscher in 8th. But still the 3rd place battle continues. It's a 4-way battle now for 3rd place. Allied Racing ahead of FAC Autotech. Harry Jones and Alex Tauscher having their own battle. There's in the background Ariel Levy. He did not have a great day yesterday, looking to make amends today. So Harry King still holding on to that third place. Still our leader is Loic Hartog. We've got a yellow flag in turn 1, so somebody's had a moment up in turn 1. It looks as though that has cleared, so no big issues there. Harry King and Maurice Schöring, still that battle continues for third place. How much longer can Harry King hold off Maurice Schöring as we reach, well, we're heading towards the halfway point of this race? And it could be any one of these 4 drivers that ends up on the podium. Theo Overhaus looking very eager behind Bastian Buus, the Porsche Junior for 2023, doing all that he can to fend off the young charger behind him. Still, the positions remain unchanged. What else has Maurice Schöring got that he can bring to the table? Bastian Buus not looking as rapid as he has done in the past at this moment. Harry Jones under pressure from Alex Tauscher. Alex Tauscher, one of the talent pool drivers who is coming forward in leaps and bounds in Carrera Cup Germany, looking mighty impressive. And then behind them, the first Israeli driver, Ariel Levy, who is running in 9th place. Leon Köhler down in 10th, and then Huub van Eindhoven and Vincent Andronako. Andronako, who was so impressive yesterday, currently in 12th place. So halfway point has been reached. Theo Overhaus still trying to get past Bastian Buus. Bastian Buus will remember back to just a couple of years ago. He was the up-and-coming charger. He was the driver who was upsetting the establishment. Now Theo Overhaus looking to take over that role as he challenges the Porsche Junior for 2023. Up ahead of him, another of the young chargers, Maurice Schöring, ahead of behind Harry King. Harry King, of course, is the current and reigning Porsche Benelux champion as Theo Overhaus finally finds a route past Bastian Buus. And it's not often you see somebody getting past Bastian Buus, but Buus is now fighting back. They run side by side towards La Source. Theo Overhaus, though, with the faster inside line. Buus under braking. Will he try and switch back to the inside? He does that, but Overhaus appears to have the legs. And now Theo Overhaus races up Eau Rouge in the rain, with Bastian Buus picking up a slipstream. He goes out towards the wall, then cuts back across, shadowing the moves of the number 34 car, bumping across the blind crest, and then out down the Kemmel Straight towards Le Combe. The 2 cars running, but Theo Overhaus now, having stolen that position away, up into 5th place. Maurice Schöring again mounting his challenge on Harry King, bumping across the curbs. Be careful in these wet conditions. Those white lines and the curbs are very slippery. Maurice Schöring again to the inside. Surely he has the position now. Maurice Schöring to the inside. Harry King just in front now, under braking. Maurice Schöring get the thing slowed down to the inside. Harry King loses that position. This is Yassin Ferrati, further back Lorenzo Ferrari and Ahmed Al-Shahab, all taking a shortcut across the corner. Track limits, what track limits? Maurice Schöring now under pressure from Harry King. The boot is on the other foot. Harry King looking to retake that 3rd position. This is a replay of Lorenzo Ferrari and Yassin Ferrati running side by side, taking to the runoff area. And Lorenzo Ferrari so far off, practically in the paddock, and Ahmed Al-Shahab also getting involved there. And in the background, Soren Spreng, Ahmed Al-Shahab, who got damage in yesterday's race, looking to make amends. Our highest placed rookie is Theo Overhaus. We saw him just now getting past Bastian Buus. Our highest placed pro-am driver is Georgi Donchev. Georgi Donchev, very much a favourite for the championship this year in the pro-am category, with Carlos Rivas not racing this year. Georgi Donchev sees this very much as his opportunity. He's currently running 19th on the track and leading in the pro-am category. And that is the 98 car of Jan Seifert going straight on into the gravel trap. He keeps the power on and holds it all together. Now Theo Overhaus challenging Harry King. King not having the kind of luck that he had yesterday, not having the kind of pace that he had yesterday. And Theo Overhaus, well, he made very short work of that, moving his way past. And Theo Overhaus up into 4th place. Now has his eyes set on Maurice Schöring. Could it be that Theo Overhaus will finish on the podium in this, his debut weekend. Not if Harry King has anything to do about it. Out of La Source they come alongside each other. Harry King back onto the inside line, ready to relegate Overhaus. Harry King once again with his nose in front. Bastian Boost just keeping a watch behind, giving the squeeze. Look at the wobble on Harry King, holding it all together. Overhaus runs off the track. He rejoins side by side with Harry King, but it's Harry King who has the position back. Theo Overhaus is not done yet. He wants that third position. Bastian Boost just waiting in the background now. Overhaus along Kemmel Straight, looks to the outside, cuts back to the inside. Harry King says, no, you don't come through here. Shuts the door in his face. Harry King reclaims that position. The fourth place is now in Harry King's hand. Up ahead of them is the third place that Maurice Scheuring has. What a fight for the last of the podium positions we are seeing here. Bastian Boost having a relatively quiet day by his standards at the back of this queue. Look at this. Onto the curbs, you saw the back end of the Harry King. So the cars step out. That was a brown alert moment for Harry King, no doubt about that, but he still kept his foot buried on the accelerator and held on to that position. This is what makes these drivers some of the greatest drivers in GT racing. Just don't back off for anyone or anything in these conditions. So impressive. Our race leader still Loke Hartog, looking for his first ever win in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. Second, his GP Elite teammate Larry Tenforder. Third, Maurice Scheuring. In fourth place, Harry King, coming under pressure from the Cartech Motorsport by Bonk Motor Racing car of Theo Overhaus and Bastian Boost, another of the Allied racing cars, in sixth place. Third of the Allied cars, Vincent Andronach, having a relatively quiet time further back through the pack. This is Lucas Ertl and Jonas Greif getting together. Greif, well, it doesn't look as though he's got any damage. He's certainly lost a lot of positions. That is further back, down in 19th place. So here's our race leader. We haven't seen much of him, Loke Hartog. He has been looking for that elusive first win for so long. He needs to hold on for 9 more minutes plus 1 lap. And his dream of becoming a winner in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany will finally come true. Larry Tenforder, his teammate. Yes, he's a teammate, but he desperately wants to get past because he wants that third championship. And then it's Maurice Scheuring now having broken away. So the third place battle has really become a fourth place battle, because again the fight continues. And then behind them, Harry Jones and Alex Tauscher fighting for 7th place. Harry Jones from Australia, he's got Mr. Roo mounted on the dashboard, his lucky mascot, and he has been impressing here all week in Spa-Francorchamps. Alex Tauscher for Christoph Huber's team, Huber Racing, in 8th place. Alex Tauscher, a driver who has been improving with every race, pushing and pushing hard, in 8th place. Loke Hartog, well, his lead 1.7 seconds, so Larry Tenforder has taken half a second out of the lead, but Hartog looks like he has it in control as we look at a replay of Jonas Greif getting down and dirty with it. Harry Jones still in 7th place. A warning flag has been shown to car 34. That's Theo Overhaus for driving standards. So the stewards very much having to keep themselves on their toes as they look at lots of angles at lots of cars in these slippery conditions. The rain is still falling. There is a slight dry line appearing, if you can call it that, but certainly not enough to cause any issues for wet weather tyres. And still, Harry Jones holds on from Alex Tauscher. Harry Jones in 7th place. Alex Tauscher takes a look to the outside. Harry Jones sliding the car and shuts the door in Tauscher's face. The battle for 7th place. Behind them, Ariel Levy. Just a little bit too far back to get involved in this 7th place battle. Alex Tauscher looks to the inside, 2 wheels onto the curbing. Now the cars almost side by side, but still Harry Jones holds on. And Harry Jones continues in that 7th place. Alex Tauscher shadowing his every move. He goes very wide into the corner. Jones has that racing line. He just needs to keep it on that fast line, and Alex Tauscher is left looking for answers to the questions. Alex Tauscher ducks out from behind, tucks back in again. It's Tauscher, round the outside in the corner. No, Harry Jones moves across to block him. Still, Harry Jones holding on. Alex Tauscher. Now what can he do as he tries to shadow the Australian in the number 12 car? Into the chicane they go. Here are our race leaders. There's a yellow flag waving. We have a safety car. So safety car is out. And that's because of Jonas Greif. We saw him getting involved early on. And Jonas Greif up against the barrier. So the very lively looking Porsche Taycan Turbo S safety car in the livery to celebrate 75 years of Porsche sports cars takes to the track, brings the cars to a slow single file pace, and it's Jonas Greif who brings out the safety car, having made contact with the barrier. Now this is probably good news for Luke Hartog, because it's going to take a while to get that car moved. How quickly can they do it? Now there's every possibility we may get going again. There's also a possibility, depending on how retrievable the Greif car is, there's every possibility this race could finish behind a safety car. We've got 5 minutes plus 1 lap, so we will see how quickly the 44 car can be moved. You can see Hartog there weaving to keep heat into the tyres. Larry Tenforder just behind, thinking about how he can get past his teammate. Looking again at the replay of the start, and it looked like Tauscher had a very poor getaway. You can see a replay of the cars headed into La Source. What a great move from Luke Hartog around the outside, and that is where all the hard work was done, and he took that position. Bringing up the rear of the pack was Holger Holmsen. Good to have him back doing a full season in Carrera Cup Germany this year. And that was that moment with Harry King getting sideways and bouncing off Harry Jones. One of many sideways moments for Harry King, I think, in this race. Really giving it everything, 101%. That is a replay of more action further back. Was that Justin Coudil? I think it might have been. That's Harry Jones once again. And Matteo Ferrer-Azza, we haven't mentioned him yet, in the number 22 car. Great slow-mo of him. You can see how much energy is going through the tyres, bouncing across the curbs. The number 22 car currently showing in 25th position. So a big crowd here watching at Spa-Francorchamps this weekend, part of the World Endurance Championship program. And it's great. It's becoming an annual tradition now to be part of this program with Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. Just while we have a gap in proceedings, to remind you that the next round of Porsche Carrera Cup Germany, round 2, will be at the Hockenheim Ring on the 9th to the 11th of June. If you have never seen Porsche Carrera Cup Germany racing live before and you are in the area, I would highly recommend you get down there, because it's free admission, free of charge. Yes, you heard that correctly. Free admission into Hockenheim on the 9th and 11th of June, where you can see Porsche Carrera Cup Germany, and believe me, they will blow your socks off. When you see them live, there is nothing quite like it. Also on the bill, Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux and the ADAC GT Masters, all part of the Porsche Festival of Dreams on the 9th and 11th of June at the Hockenheim Ring. And if you're worried about missing Le Mans 24, well, don't worry. It's going to be shown live on the roof on a big screen on the terrace of the Porsche Experience Centre at Hockenheim. That is going to be an excellent weekend, and it will be the next time that we see Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. That will be races 3 and 4 of the season. We are focused at the moment on what has been a compelling race 2, and here at Spa-Francorchamps, in the fog, in the murk, and in the mist. And it's Luke Hartog is less than 2 minutes plus 1 lap away from what could be his first ever victory in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. His teammate, Larry Tenforder, how hard is he going to push if we get back to green flag racing? It is a big if. You saw the Jonas Greif car being hauled from the circuit, and if they can get that to safety, we may well get a couple of laps before the checkered flag under green flag conditions. I'm keeping my eyes on the timing screen. Still no indication that the safety car is due to come in. And although Luke Hartog would probably very much enjoy winning a race under green flag conditions, he'd probably be quite happy in these conditions for it to finish behind the safety car. So we keep an eye on the clock. And yes, safety car is going to be in this lap, so we are going to get some more racing. When the clock strikes 0, whatever lap the drivers are on, they will complete, and then there will be +1 lap after this. Luke Hartog leading the way. Larry Tenforder, do not count Maurice Scheuring or Harry King. They are now in with a shot of this because the cars are all bunched up. Theo Overhouse in 5th place, Bastian Booth in 6th, the mighty impressive Harry Jones in 7th, Alex Tauscher in 8th place, Ariel Levy and Luca Redenbacher rounding out the top 10. This could go any way. So the car's up around turn 8. It looks as though the clock will strike 0 before we start the next lap, which means it will be a 1-lap dash for the cash. I will wait for confirmation of that, but the cars are not going to reach the start-finish line before the clock strikes 0. So now the clock has struck 0. The safety car will peel in at the end of this lap, and it looks as though we may get just one more lap of racing. Race 2, high drama. Is this the twist in the tail that we weren't expecting? Around the final sections of the lap, Luke Hartog, his heart must be beating so fast at the moment. He can almost smell his first ever win in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. He needs to hold it all together. He will have so much pressure on his shoulders. Larry Tenforder is behind. He is his GP Elite teammate, but he desperately wants to get past because Tenforder wants this championship. Maurice Scheuring has been so rapid all week long. He has ideas of jumping past both of the GP Elite cars. So, Luke Hartog weaving. Look at all the cars bunched up behind, ready to go. Luke Hartog wants to catch Larry Tenforder napping. They head along Blanchimont. Now Luke Hartog hits the accelerator and he goes. Larry Tenforder has anticipated it well. This is going to be a tense last lap for Porsche Carrera Cup Germany, bouncing across the curbs. It's Luke Hartog out of the chicane, out to receive the green flag for what is the absolute closing stages of this Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. Here, race 2 at Spa-Francorchamps. Larry Tenforder looks to the outside, but that just allows Maurice Scheuring in. Up towards Eau Rouge for the last time. Larry Tenforder now having to drive defensively. This is a gift for Luke Hartog because he's able to break clear. Larry Tenforder, his mirror's full of Maurice Scheuring. Behind them, Harry King. Bastian Boost, Theo Overhouse ahead of him. The cars bumping across the curbing for the last time at the top of Eau Rouge and Radion. Out along the Kemmel Straight towards Les Combes. Luke Hartog. Now Larry Tenforder has caught up once again. These two drivers must not make contact with each other. Hartog tiptoeing his way around in the pouring rain. There's a car going straight on. It looked like it might have been Leon Curler. Went straight on into the runoff area. It wasn't Redenbacher. And Redenbacher is currently pressuring Ariel Levy. Still, Luke Hartog opening up a gap a bit. Maurice Scheuring looking all the way. Harry King not out of contention for a podium place yet into turns 8 and 9 here at Spa-Francorchamps for the very last time. Hartog is so close to his first ever win in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. Larry Tenforder having to defend from Maurice Scheuring. Tenforder taking a wide line, but it's the quicker line, so Scheuring can't find any way past. But now Maurice Scheuring again putting the pressure on Larry Tenforder. Behind them, Harry King, Theo Overhouse, Bastian Boost. Larry Tenforder once again looking on the inside of Luke Hartog. Hartog holds it all together. He's on the racing line. Larry Tenforder looking to pull alongside Bastian Boost, getting past Theo Overhouse in the closing stages. Luke Hartog out into the final couple of corners. He goes, still holding on to that lead now. Larry Tenforder under pressure from Maurice Schering. Maurice Schering is through into second place. Larry Tenforder fighting back. This allows Hartog to break free. Harry King still there, still looking for a podium position. Maurice Schering looks to the inside. Harry King going the long way round the outside. Larry Tenforder released into second place. They go wide out of the corner. Luke Hartog now heading towards Blanchimont for the very last time. He is within sight of his first ever win in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. Larry Tenforder is there, out towards the finish line they come, and it's Luke Hartog who wins his first ever race in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. Larry Tenforder in second, Maurice Schering in third, Harry King in fourth place, Bastian Boost through into fifth, and Theo Overhaus into sixth place. What a phenomenal race. Luke Hartog takes that win that has eluded him for so long. He made the move to GP Elite, and that has been the winning move for Luke Hartog, taking his first victory in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. Our winning rookie, Theo Overhaus, crossing the line in sixth place, but boy did he mix it and get stuck in. Harry Jones second in the rookie standings. Winner in the Pro-Am standings was Georgi Donchev, who was 18th on the track. But phenomenal stuff from Luke Hartog. He held off Larry Tenforder, so much pressure in the closing stages of this race in such tricky conditions. Phenomenal stuff here from Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. So as the cars slow down, I should think that Luke Hartog's emotions must be flowing. He's been looking for this win for so long. Last season, he came so close and had it stolen away in the closing stages. But now, finally, that move to Team GP Elite was the winning move. There is the winner in the rookie category, Theo Overhaus. And a great job from him in the Cartech Motorsport by Bonk Racing. And he finishes sixth overall on the track. What an entertaining race from Porsche Carrera Cup Germany, the second of this 16-race season. So the car's just coming round now on the wind-down lap. And we'll be talking about that race for a long time to come. These drivers had everything thrown at them today. There was fog, there was rain, there was safety cars. And it was Luke Hartog who came out on top. The winner in the Pro-Am category, Georgi Donchev, 18th on the track. Second in the Pro-Am, Ahmad Al-Shihab, going some way to make up for what was a bad day yesterday. And Zoran Spreng, third in the Pro-Am category. I mentioned Vincent Andronacco. He was 13th on the track and third in the rookie standings. And Andronacco proving to everybody that he is a force to be reckoned with in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. But the man stealing the headlines here, that man there in the black and orange car, the driver from the Netherlands, Luke Hartog. He came from Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux. He won the rookie championship in Carrera Cup Germany in 2021 last year. Got off to a great start in the season, but really struggled as the season went on. You saw his shoulders dropping towards the end of the season, and he looked like a man who'd lost his way a little bit. He regathered himself. He'd been in discussions through the latter parts of last year, reached an agreement with Team GP Elite to jump into one of their seats, and with Larry Tenforder as a teammate. He said he has learnt an awful lot from Larry just in the last few weeks, has been towards the top of the timesheets in all of the practice sessions, a free practice, pre-season practice, and finally his dream of winning in Carrera Cup Germany comes true as he wins here at the mighty Spa-Francorchamps. And the party will no doubt go long into the night here at Spa. So a long way round, 4.3 miles all the way back to the pits, but we look forward to seeing the podium celebrations. So through into the pit lane we come. And there is Theo Overhaus. So we saw Theo Overhaus in DTM as a guest driver last year, but he has impressed. We've also seen him in ADAC GT4. And we knew that when he came into Carrera Cup Germany, he was going to ruffle a few feathers. Well, he's certainly done that. He's attracted the attention of the stewards as well. But he wins in the rookie category. Hartog took the fastest lap, a 2:37.519 in these slippery conditions. Conditions that he mastered, and you would say he pretty well did all the hard work into La Source on that very first lap. That audacious move around the outside of Larry Tenforder. And then it was foot to the floor. And you can see how much this means. The very tall Luke Hartog being congratulated onto the roof. The weight of Luke Hartog denting the roof, but the outpouring of emotion, having waited so long and tried so hard. A lovely slow motion of him bouncing over the curbs. A race, everything perfect. And a replay of him coming out of the final corner to receive that checkered flag. He must have wondered if this day was ever going to come, and finally it has. And not only the race win, the points that go with it, by my calculations, put him, I think he's going to be pretty well at the top of the point standings. So his championship challenge well and truly on. This, we have no doubt, the first of many wins for Luke Hartog. Of course, he's also in Porsche Mobil 1 Super Cup this year. We'll be looking to do something similar there as well. There's your confirmation. It's Luke Hartog ahead of Larry Tenforder, Maurice Schering, Harry King. What a fight from Harry for fourth place. Bastian Boos, a fairly quiet weekend by his standards, it has to be said. He had that damage in qualifying. He broke a splitter, and for both races he started mid-order and has really been trying to pick up the pieces and fight forwards ever since then. It's really been almost a sense of damage limitation from Bastian Boos. Very impressive as he's pushed forwards. And P5, I think he'll probably be happy with that, given where he started the race. So silence descends on Spa-Francorchamps briefly. Part of the World Endurance Championship here this weekend. A massive crowd in. They will have witnessed a great race from Porsche Carrera Cup Germany, a series that has a big following around the world. Arguably the toughest Carrera Cup series in the world. It's the one they all want to win. And here at Spa-Francorchamps, this legendary circuit in the Ardennes region. Oh, there we go. There's some of the other cars that we're going to be seeing this weekend. But to win here at Spa, the emotions must be phenomenal. So we just wait for the podium presentation. As you can see, the rain still continues to fall. Something very different to yesterday's track conditions, where the sun was shining, the skies were blue for much of the day. The drivers really faced with a challenge this morning. It did look at one point as though the race might not even happen. When we arrived at the circuit, probably only about an hour and a half before the race was due to start, and the visibility was zero. There was thick fog around. That was soon blown away and replaced by rain, but the good bit is that we were able to bring you race 2 of a 16-race season. We've already mentioned races 3 and 4 at Hockenheim Ring on the 9th to 11th of June. After that, we head to Zandvoort. Now, watch out, Luke Hartog fans, that's his home race. Races 5 and 6. And that'll be on the 23rd to the 25th of June. Round 4, races 7 and 8. At another legendary circuit, the Nürburgring, 4th to the 6th of August. And then round 5 at the Lausitz Ring, using part of the tri-oval on the 18th to 20th of August. And then Sachsenring, the undulating anti-clockwise Sachsenring, a real test for man and machine, on the 8th to the 10th of September for round 6. We head to Austria for round 7, 22nd to the 24th of September at the Red Bull Ring. And then it all comes to a close with a second visit to the Hockenheim Ring on the 20th to the 22nd of October. That will be races 15 and 16. We're looking at track at the moment and preparations for the World Endurance Championship, but we're hoping we can bring you certainly the winner's podium. I'm hoping, because we'd very much like to see that, but just waiting for the drivers to get out and get up to the podium. Running to a very tight schedule here. Of course, Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux also racing this weekend, and that was a series that Luke Hartog came through. And he was the champion in the Benelux series back in 2020. A series that has been a great, I wouldn't say a stepping stone for Carrera Cup Germany, because they are equal in many ways, but many drivers do progress from Benelux to the German series. No more so than the current Benelux champion, Harry King, who finished 4th in this race this afternoon. Right, well, we can hear the announcements for the podium. Unfortunately, we can't see it at the moment. Our producer just focusing on what is occurring on the track. We would dearly love to see the podium, but now it's the national anthem.
Race winner is Luke Hartog, and this is a victory for the Team GP.
We've not been able to bring you the podium pictures. We are looking at the hydrogen-powered WEC prototype car circulating around the circuit here at Spa-Francorchamps, and very much the future, and something that certainly the organisers want to highlight. Right now we can see the podium. And there is Larry Tenforder, and he's just received his second place trophy. Maurice Schöring has received his 3rd place, and there's Luke Hartog. He jumps for joy on the top step of the podium. And look at that, 1, 2, 3, all from the Netherlands. Watch out, Zandvoort, we're coming for you. Trophies presented, the photos are taken, celebrations in the Team GP Elite Camp, and also in FAC Autotech after a troubled day yesterday. But they come back to score a 3rd place with Maurice Schöring. So, thank you for joining us. We'll see you at Hockenheim in June for races 3 and 4.